My favorite thing about our current home is that it has a lot of nature and a lot of space, and it's just filled with a lot of light, which I love, and it makes it feel very warm and cozy. That's my favorite thing about our current home. Hmm. Why is my name Talika? Because my dad consulted an astrologer. In true Indian fashion, he decided to rhyme my name with my elder sister's. So my elder sister's name is Krutika, and T was the initial that kept popping up for me. So he rhymed it, and that's how Talika came to be. I was blessed in this world by my parents, and also the most unique name, and I love my name. It is one of my favorite things about me, and I just love my own name. I find it very starry and special and lovely, and I'm forever grateful for them for picking that name for me. Yeah. If I could add one thing to my home, that would be a sunroof, moonroof. Yeah, that window on my room, so I could stargaze more, not just in the front of the wall but above as well. But I don't think that's possible in this home, but yeah, that would be something I would have loved to add. Cupcakes or waffles? Even though I'm such a cupcake girl, I would say waffles. Yeah. About 1 to 2 weeks ago, I was constantly thinking about waffles. So there's this place that I used to go to for waffles that was one of my the most favorites ever. And if I were to, I would go to that place back again and have them waffles again. All of them, like try a piece of each, especially the chocolate one, the Kit Kat one, and the strawberry one. Must have. So that's one dessert that I would love to eat again. Yeah. At this moment a few years back, when I was sitting in my room quietly thinking about a lot of things, and I had this thing about teleportation going on, and that is one superpower. That is literally the only superpower that in the recent weeks felt that okay, I would have loved to have that. Truly. So yeah, teleportation. It is. And if it is still possible, then if there's a way, then I would love to learn that. So yes, teleportation would be a superpower that I would love to have right now. For sure. For sure. I have a lot of new things that are on my mind that ebb and flow. But so I've been listening more to Saraswati Vandana and a lot of other things that I've been doing. Secret, not gonna share with anybody ever at all. Or maybe just 1 to 2 people ever. So Veena, being Saraswati Ma's instrument, has been something that has been calling to me. Even though I love piano, and in this lifetime piano is something that I want to master, the grand piano as well is something I want to play, but Veena is something that at least once I want to hold and be able to play, just even if just struck the chords. Yeah, I just want to feel that connection of Saraswati Ma and so much more. It's more secret, so I will not say it here right now and dampen or not be able to capture the essence and revel it the way that I want to do. So that Saraswati Ma's Veena. One of my most favorite magical encounters, there are many, but I think this was in 2019, no, 2021. I don't know, I'm not able to recall properly, but there was this temple that I used to, like I said in my videos, I used to go on long walks with my parents, and there was a particular day when I was missing my uncle and just missing few people and places and things, and a butterfly came by and kissed me on my cheek, and I didn't know that was something that was possible. So that was one of the most magical experiences, because for a few seconds I was scared the way it was coming to me, but I felt like it was gentle, so it was a 50-50 nervousness and scaredness, but it came and I closed my eyes. It landed on my cheeks and just gave me a quick peck and flew away. And even then, it ensured that it settled on my cheek for a few seconds so I could register that it was happening. And my parents, I think, briefly saw it, but yeah, we were all in awe that okay, this was not something we thought was possible. Life keeps surprising you with magic and miracles, and I hope it does, not just for me but for all. But yeah, those are the kind of experiences that I'm seeking, and lots more. I blinked and then I winked. I was confused. So I Need You is my favorite music piece if you haven't caught on, and that's going to be my favorite piano piece forever. So yeah, that's my favorite music piece. I haven't done a lot of research on cats, but my favorites consistently so far have been Persian cats. There was this Instagram when it was new, there was this particular Persian cat I used to like, and then I got the blessing to get one that was a temple cat. It was like a perfect thing, but at that time it was not. Yeah, that's a long story, but yeah, I loved that cat, and there's many more memories with that cat. But yeah, Persian cats, I love Persian cats. I like British Scotfold. I forgot the name somehow. Yeah, but Persian cats and British Scotfold, I'm hoping that's the right word, are the type of cats that I love. And I'm curious actually to find what more breeds there are of cats. I would love to figure out, but yeah, Persian is topmost on my list of the kind of cats I like. And then the British Scotfold, or what it is called. Taj Mahal Tea House is another of my favorite memories, and cafes from town, from Mumbai or Bombay, whatever you want to call it. I'll speak about that particular cafe sometime later, but yeah, when I went there, when it wasn't renovated, and it was truly classic and timeless in the ways that I loved it. When there used to be musical instruments, classical soundtracks being played throughout the cafe when you entered it. It had that really authentic experience, and sometimes there used to be events where masters, true Indian classical instrument masters used to come and play the instruments. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things about that particular cafe, and that is one of my favorite, and that is what used to be one of my favorite cafes. So I do love coffee, okay? It's not just because I'm a tea person that I don't love coffee. I actually love coffee too, but I love tea more, definitely. But the reason I don't have a coffee a lot, because a few years ago I started getting an upset stomach from it. So I had a best friend who used to drink coffee, so we used to order like tea for me, coffee for her, and every time before she had her coffee, I would smell the fragrance and find the joy of it, and then pass it back to her. And so it became our thing. Whenever she would order coffee, she would give me the first sniff of it and then have it for herself. And sometimes we used to have coffee together as well, whenever I was feeling adventurous, to just take the upset stomach and have coffee regardless. Especially there was this Starbucks. Okay, I'm digressing. Roses and cherry blossoms all the way. Always. Roses and cherry blossoms are my favorite flowers. So there's this Korean dessert called jjimpan, steamed buns with red bean paste that I've been meaning to try. And yeah, so those are the ones that I have been looking to try. And yeah. So Christmas movies and Christmas things and Nigella Lawson are some of my core memory classic things that I love to. Sometimes I just have seasons where for 3 to 4 months I just go about watching Christmas movies, and I just amp up on Nigella Lawson videos, and I have a lot of desserts and tea and chocolate. I just love it. And even when it comes to pastries, then I have to try some pastries that have coffee in it. Wink. Indirect way of ensuring that I can have coffee and not have an upset stomach and be still able to enjoy it. So there's a lot of synchronicities that have been happening. Just keep happening in all areas of my life, but there's this Machu Picchu one that came to me when I was young. There was this show playing. It used to keep coming to me again and again, and Machu Picchu was a place that I saw on that Nat Geo show. And recently I saw it, I heard it in a conversation I was watching a video of on YouTube for. So that was a real magical moment, synchronous, because even when I had another moment, I was doing my healing thing about inner child, and there's a specific memory of mine when I visited a specific library, and I was always into this travel and food, anchoring and so much more. But the key thing that I want to mention is I went to the library, I pulled out the Nat Geo book. Even though I lived in a small town, it was very rare to find that book be available there. It wasn't a possibility that was easily possible, but it happened anyway. And there it was, Machu Picchu again, from TV to the book, and again so many years later I heard it in a conversation on a video. So yeah, so the current themes that I have been thinking about are devotion, exploration, and connection. Sure, there are three more sub layers to it, but those are for just me to know. So yeah, so you are only going to know of devotion, exploration, and connection are the themes that are swirling in my mind. And again, they are very ebb and flow, but I try to come back to them so I remember to stay in that essence and live from that space, heart space, and intention. Between summer dresses and the jeans, I'm wearing literally a summer dress. Summer dresses all the way. Pasta, pizza, a saucy pasta. Yum yum yum. Nom nom nom. All the way, always a saucy pasta or pizza. Hot chocolate or tea. Depends on where I'm traveling. If I'm at home, and then what kind of mood I am in. Yeah, depends on that. But love both. Yeah. And I could probably have both of them at once. I think I did once. Yeah. I like to do different things. I like to try everything, and that's just me. There's one habit that is, I wouldn't even call it a habit. One blessing that has changed my life, or if one thing that has brought monumental changes in my life, it has been praying. No cap. I know that's not in trend anymore, but I had to make the point known to you. So yeah, praying has definitely changed my life, helped me stay alive, and so much more. So praying. So I used to watch a lot of MasterChef. So cooking is a whole topic with me, okay? But I used to watch a lot of MasterChef, and MasterChef Australia specifically. There was this Brookie episode when Nigella Lawson had come along to be the special guest. She truly is a domestic goddess. There's no doubt about that. And this participant had made brookies, which was a cross between a brownie and a cookie, and I loved it. And I want to try it. I think I tried multiple crossovers of brownie so far. Oh my god, notification, why? Always. So yeah, I've tried many crossovers of brownies, but I don't remember if I had a brownie cookie which is a brookie. So that is something I'd love to try. Yes. So I have a thing for old buildings, old architecture, and of different regions and countries, and overall just does something to me. I love it, especially if the ones that I've loved so far have been not just Uttarakhand and Mathiran and Panchgani and Mussoorie. There's one, yeah, not to digress, but yeah, I love these types of architecture, old school buildings, and not just proper buildings, okay, even government offices. Yeah, I I do not um, love things based on their type or area or anything. I just love things, and that's that. I love them, so love them, and I accept them and love them anyways. Stars, yeah, I love stars. I don't know, there's something about stars. Of course, we are all made out of stars and stardust, hemoglobin, iron. The iron in our body literally comes from stardust. If you didn't know, something like that. So yeah, stars are something I really love. I don't know. Stars, yeah. I love stars. I don't know if I've covered all of the things that I wanted to say, but we are going to roll with this. I'll post these as stories as well as a whole video, so you can enjoy it all the ways, and see you in the next one. Oh, also I forgot to do the outro because this is like a Vogue thing. I should have done a proper outro. Let me think. So thank you for coming along, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So this is me, Tilika, signing out, and keep believing in magic and miracles and stars and so much more, and have a blissful life and enjoy the beauty and bliss and life. And yes, one thing that I love about life is everything. That is the one thing I had forgotten to film. So yeah, thank you, Yogue. Bye.